Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to take a look at the large dust cloud that's made its way across the Atlantic 5,000 miles from the Sahara Desert. You can see it's reached the shores of Texas. People are already driving with their headlights on at the time of this video, which was around 4:45 in the evening. I went over to Galveston and took a look and took a screen grab of the dust while it was still daylight. Unbelievable. Here's a look at the dust from nullschool.net. Huge plume, pretty much fills the entire Gulf of Mexico. We're going to take a look at what the next plume is going to do. It could be even larger than what we see now. Also have a daytime UFO over England. Very exceptional video here of a UFO craft that goes behind a cloud and just stays there, does not come out the other side. Also a B-2 in broad daylight over Columbia, Missouri. Bizarre radar from right out here in Arizona. Also a update on Comet NEOWISE, what it looks like as it's approaching the sun. But first, the dust that's making its way across the Atlantic. Simply unbelievable this year. It's quite an overachieving event, if you will. We've had dust before, but this is just a little bit out of hand. You can see the plume that's already made its way inland to the United States, affecting coastal Texas. There's another look at a screen grab I took even earlier, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I wanted to catch it while it was at peak daylight, really, and it looks like it's almost dark. That's how thick that dust was at the shores of Galveston, Texas. You can see it's making its way all the way inland. In fact, it's going to go up into the Carolinas, according to Null School. In fact, we'll check it out real quick. It's going to cover the entire state of Florida, it looks like, here in a few days. And then this plume is going to fill the entire Caribbean. Unbelievable. Never seen anything quite like it. Coming up on the 26th, it's going to be back over Puerto Rico again in very dramatic fashion, probably thicker than the plume before. You can see here by the 28th, filling most of, if not all, of the Caribbean. See that cloud right there? And there's more behind it, but not quite as dense. Here we are on the 29th, and you've got the entire Caribbean completely engulfed in Saharan sand. Most of the state of Florida completely covered from the first cloud of dust that made its way across the Atlantic. Here by the 29th, late on the 29th, going into the 30th, entire Caribbean full of Saharan sand, going back into the Gulf of Mexico once again, and that's as far as it will take us out. 5 days. But you can see another dust cloud is well on its way, and that's what Galveston looked like earlier this evening. Hopping over to the website, I wanted to look at the Schumann resonance real quick because we should be seeing some activity here soon from the coronal hole that is facing the Earth. Sometimes the speeds vary when that energy does interact with the Earth's atmosphere, but right now it doesn't look like it's arrived yet, but a lot of times that will show up in the Schumann resonance. Looking at the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, all things considered, it's still pretty active. Not quite as active as it has been in the last few days, but there still is a little bit of activity at the Yellowstone caldera. Here's an update on Comet NEOWISE as it's headed towards the sun, visible on the SOHO LASCO C3 instrument. Here it is right down here in the lower right-hand corner. Not the biggest comet in the world, but we'll see how much it fans out the closer it gets to the sun. It's making its way around now. That's from the 25th. Here I zoom in really tight, and it's got an unusual shape to it. You can see it's got a sharp edge at the 12 to 3 o'clock position. That one's kind of got edges not only on the top, but on the bottom. Unique little comet that's making its way around the sun. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at a unusual radar sequence out here in Arizona. Once again, received several emails from other people that noticed this as well. This occurred back on May 31st into June 1st and 2nd. Now it's doing it again, whatever it is. You can see these large pulses that insinuate that there's something going on in the atmosphere, almost like there's an extreme weather event that's underway or about to become underway. You go outside and there's nothing there. Very, very unusual. And this is showing up over at windy.com, just like it did back in the end of May and 1st of June time frame. Now it's doing it again, June 24th into the 25th. And here's what occurred back on May 31st. When it first started, you can see the bright purple on the radar, which indicates extreme weather, and there was none. So kind of a mystery. Don't know exactly what's going on there. Also in this video, I've got some photos out of Columbia, Missouri, taken on June 24th of a B2 in broad daylight by Valentina and Vitali. Check this out, 3:40 in the afternoon, Columbia, Missouri. Got several photos of this amazing craft flying right overhead in broad daylight. That's probably one of the best photos I've ever seen of a B2. Very crisp photo. They managed to get 7 photos, good photos, of this craft above Columbia, Missouri on June 24th. Look at that. That's pretty rare. You don't normally see those like that in broad daylight like this. Great photographs out of Missouri. You can see detail. You can see the edges of this thing that almost look like it has rivets of some sort, maybe lights. There's round features on the edge of this craft, as you'll see when we zoom in tight here at the end of this little video segment. I used all of the photos as they were all quite exceptional and very clear. Here's another good view of the B2 craft. And here we're going to zoom in really close, and you'll see something around the edges right there. See that? I don't know if those are some sort of lights for at nighttime, some sort of component of this amazing craft that's actually been around, believe it or not, for around 30 years, I think, but you don't see them very often. Pretty rare sighting, kind of like this sighting here over Mansfield, England. Video sent in by Jenny. You're going to see this in multiple formats. I enhance it, I don't alter it, so you can get a better look at this craft go behind this cloud, and it does not come out the other side. That's why she filmed this and kept on filming, because it doesn't come out. And when we zoom in close, you'll see that this wasn't a bird, it wasn't a balloon, it wasn't an airplane or a helicopter. Here it comes. Almost looks like a small crescent moon. Does not come out the other side. Now I'm going to enhance it a little bit. I'm going to switch formats. I'm going to slow it down. We're going to zoom in really close without becoming too overly pixelated. And you can see right there, it did not come out the left-hand side of that cloud. Here's a slightly different format. Original video, I just enhanced it a little bit, went behind the cloud, stayed there. I don't know of anything that can do that, especially moving at that rate of speed. I mean, it wasn't like it was just floating. That looks like it's being propelled. And then it just stopped. Super unusual video. Never seen anything quite like that. Here's another enhancement. Slightly different format. And you can actually get a little better look at the object here. And you'll see what I mean. It looks like a crescent moon. I don't know if that's just the sunlight shining off of one side of it. Maybe it's kind of a round object. Don't know. It's a little too far away to tell. There's a good look at it right there, but you still can't make out exactly what it is. You can tell what it isn't. You can tell it's not a plane. It's not a balloon. There's no way. Looks too big, and it's moving too fast, and then just stops. See there? Right there is a conclusive little video clip that shows it does not come out the other side. Now, how and what can do that? Great observation by Jenny out of Mansfield, United Kingdom. Here, I put it in slow motion. See, one side's darker than the other. Where'd it go? Went behind the cloud and gone. Here it is in slow motion in the original format. Goes up behind the cloud and vanishes behind the cloud. Exceptional video footage by Jenny out of Mansfield, England. Once again, giant dust clouds moving across the Atlantic. One's about to fill the entire Caribbean. If you guys are new viewers, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on this bell. That way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If you're current subscribers, simply double check. Make sure you're still subscribed and make sure that bell is still activated. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.